This tutorial is for 4th grade, Module 3, Lesson 23. In this lesson, we're going to use what we know about numbers to answer whether one number is a factor of another number. And again, a factor is a number that you can multiply by another number or another factor to get the resulting product. The first question it's asked, is 2 a factor of 84? Now there's a variety of ways that students can answer the questions, so I'm just going to give you a couple of examples to show the line of thinking that we want to lead the students toward. I know that 2 is a factor of 84, so I'm going to put yes, but I have to explain my thinking. I know that 2 is a factor of 84 because 2 is a factor of every even number, and 84 is even. So I'm going to say yes, because 84 is even, and I know that 2 goes into all even numbers. In the next section, it asks if 2 is a factor of 83. Well, since 2 only goes into even numbers, I know that 2 is not a factor of 83 because 83 is odd. So I will say no, because 83 is odd. In the next question, it asks if 3 is a factor of 63. One way I can prove that 3 is a factor of 63 is by breaking 63 into 60 and 3. I know that 3 times 20 is 60, and 3 times 1 is 3. So since 3 is a factor of both 60 and 3, 3 is a factor of 63. So that's another way that you can prove that one number is a factor of the other number. Here it asks if 2 is a factor of 92. Yes, because 92 is even, just like before. Here are a few more examples. This question asks, is 6 a factor of 84? Well, if I break 84 into 60 and 24, I know that 6 times 10 is 60, and 6 times 4 is 24. So since 6 is a factor of 60 and 24, that tells me that 6 is a factor of 84. Is 4 a factor of 88? Well, I can think of 88 as 44 and 44, and I know that 4 times 11 equals 44. So since 4 is a factor of 44, it's also going to be a factor of 88. This question asks, is 5 a factor of 84? When I multiply 5 by a number, the product is always going to end in either 0 or 5. If you think when we skip count by 5s, we have 5, 10, 15, 20, and so on. So each answer ends in either 0 or 5. Since 84 does not end in 0 or 5, then 5 is not a factor of 84. So my proof is no, because 84 does not end in 5 or 0. The last question, is 8 a factor of 92? Well, let's break 92 into 80 and 12. 80 plus 12 is 92. 8 times 10 equals 80. But I cannot take 8 times another number and get 12 for an answer. That tells me that 8 is not a factor of 92. And again, those are just possible solutions to these problems, just using our number facts and what we know about multiplication and division to give an explanation for our answer.